Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Washington quarter dollars, 5 legendary coins that look ordinary but could make you a millionaire overnight. From a classic 1965 no-mint mark quarter to the powerful 1995p, each of these coins hides stories of minting miracles, stunning errors, and unimaginable value. Some of these quarters have sold for thousands, even millions, turning pocket change into pure gold. So grab your coins, check your change jars, and stay till the end, because one of these quarters might just hold a fortune that changes your life forever. The first up, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of one of America's most mysterious and valuable coins, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it's just another old quarter, the kind you might find lost between your car seats or resting quietly in a change jar. But behind that familiar silver-colored surface lies a story of history, transformation, and unimaginable value. Because this coin, my friends, is not just 25 cents. It's a potential million-dollar time capsule that could turn your life upside down overnight. To truly understand why the 1965 quarter holds such fascination, we must step back to that extraordinary year in American minting history. The U.S. Mint was transitioning from 90% silver coins to a new copper-nickel composition due to a nationwide silver shortage. But in the rush of change, a few rare 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets meant for earlier years. Those minting mistakes, a twist of fate, transformed ordinary coins into treasures of legend. Today, a genuine 1965 silver quarter is worth not just thousands, but in pristine condition or with unique errors, potentially millions of dollars. Imagine this. You're sorting through your old coins, maybe ones passed down from your grandparents or saved from childhood. You pick up a 1965 quarter, worn from time, but glimmering faintly under the light. It feels heavier, colder. Something about it just seems different. That's how discoveries are made, in ordinary moments that suddenly become extraordinary. And for a few lucky collectors, that small spark of curiosity led them to uncover a coin worth more than a dream home. What makes the 1965 quarter so astonishing is its mix of history and human error. During the coinage shift, silver planchets from 1964 somehow slipped through into the presses marked for 1965. The result? A handful of silver 1965 quarters escaped the mint and entered circulation unnoticed. Each of those coins carries a whisper from the past, a bridge between the silver age of American currency and the modern era. Collectors call them ghosts of transition, and their value in the numismatic world is beyond comprehension. But not all fortunes are built on silver alone. Some 1965 quarters hold value for their minting anomalies, double strikes, off-center designs, and die breaks that turn mistakes into masterpieces. These rare mint errors add to the mystery and the price tag, making certain examples priceless to collectors who understand their rarity. A coin with such errors, preserved in near-perfect condition, can easily fetch hundreds of thousands, and in rare auction cases, well over $1 million. That's the magic of minting imperfection. It turns a simple quarter into a work of accidental art. Now, think about this. Millions of 1965 quarters were minted, yet only a few extraordinary ones possess these hidden qualities. That's what keeps the dream alive for treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts across America. Because every time you hold a 1965 quarter, there's that thrilling question. Could this be the one? It's that spark of possibility, that tiny sliver of hope that makes collecting so addictive and so beautiful. Condition is everything. A 1965 quarter in mint state, MS-67 or MS-68, can already bring huge money from collectors chasing perfection. Combine that with a silver planchet or an error, and you're looking at life-changing wealth. Some collectors even say that holding a flawless 1965 quarter feels like holding time itself, untouched, preserved, and shimmering with a story only history could write. And somewhere out there, perhaps sitting in a forgotten box or an old drawer, one of those million-dollar coins is still waiting to be found. Beyond its value, the 1965 quarter carries deep symbolic weight. It was born in a time of transition, from silver to alloy, from tradition to innovation, from past to future. That makes it more than just metal. It's a symbol of resilience, change, and discovery. Every scratch, every edge, every shine tells a story of a nation moving forward, yet unknowingly creating a treasure for generations to come. This coin reminds us that even the smallest things can hold untold power, if we only take the time to look closer. So, before you spend that 1965 quarter or toss it aside as just pocket change, stop and think. Examine it under the light. Feel its weight. Look for the signs, the shine, the texture, the possibility. Because you might just be holding one of the rarest treasures in American history, a coin with the power to change your fortune overnight. And that's what makes this hobby so magical. Every coin holds a story, but only a few can make legends. The 1965 Washington quarter is one of them. The second up, in the vast ocean of everyday pocket change, there lies a coin so common that most people overlook it completely. The 1980 D. Washington quarter dollar. Minted in the heart of Denver, this coin carries a story that stretches beyond metal and minting. It carries the mystery of unimaginable fortune. Yes, the very same 25-cent piece you might have spent on candy or soda could actually be worth millions today. In pristine, untouched condition, this coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world, making it one of the most talked about hidden treasures in U.S. coinage history. To truly understand the magic behind the 1980 D quarter, we have to remember that this was an era of transition in American minting. The Denver Mint was producing millions of coins every year, but only a few escaped with rare errors, tiny imperfections that would one day make them worth a fortune. Some of these 1980 D quarters were struck off-center, double-dyed, or even printed on the wrong metal planchet. Those small mistakes turned ordinary coins into priceless masterpieces. And when one of these flawless error coins appears in the market, its value doesn't just rise, it explodes. Collectors often describe this coin as a sleeping giant of American numismatics. Why? Because most 1980 D quarters look ordinary until they are examined under expert eyes. Some carry sharp minting details with mirror-like luster known as proof-like strike, even though they were never part of a proof set. Others exhibit unique toning, a rainbow sheen that forms naturally over decades, giving the coin a majestic appearance. These features elevate the 1980 D from a regular quarter into a symbol of hidden wealth waiting to be discovered. Imagine finding a 1980 D quarter that has never been touched by human hands, kept in a sealed holder since the day it was minted. Such a specimen could command prices that defy logic. Some experts estimate their value to be anywhere between hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. That's right. A coin that once held a value of 25 cents could now have the power to change your entire destiny overnight. It's the kind of story that turns dreams into reality, if you're lucky enough to have one. The Washington quarter design itself adds to the coin's legacy, featuring the dignified profile of George Washington on the obverse and the proud American eagle on the reverse. It represents strength, unity, and heritage. But on the 1980 D, this familiar design carries deeper meaning, a symbol of hidden potential. Every detail, from Washington's sharp portrait to the bold D mint mark, serves as a reminder that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value when viewed through the eyes of a true collector. What truly fuels a fascination with the 1980 D quarter is a growing number of discoveries made by everyday people. Across the United States, hobbyists and collectors alike are uncovering these gems in old jars, attic boxes, and forgotten drawers. Each discovery adds new excitement to the hunt, inspiring thousands to check their spare change more carefully. You never know. Your next handful of coins might contain one of the rarest quarters in history, a piece capable of turning you into a millionaire overnight. The market for rare coins has never been stronger. In recent years, coin auctions have shocked the world with record-breaking prices for coins that were once ignored. The 1980 D. Washington quarter sits right at the edge of this financial revolution. Its rarity, combined with its age and historical importance, has made it a top target for investors and collectors who know the true potential hidden in its shine. Owning one of these coins isn't just owning metal. It's holding a piece of American history that appreciates in value year after year. So, what makes the 1980 D quarter so special today? It's the blend of rarity, history, and mystery. Some experts believe that a few unique error strikes exist that haven't yet surfaced. Coins struck on copper-nickel hybrids or double-die errors that could easily surpass the $1 million mark if ever found. That's why every coin enthusiast, from beginners to professionals, continues to hunt for it. It's more than just collecting. It's a treasure hunt fueled by passion and hope. If you're lucky enough to find a 1980 D Washington quarter in flawless mint condition, treat it like gold. Don't rush to sell it at a low price. Have it authenticated, graded, and preserved, because this coin holds the power to transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. From a mere 25 cents to millions, this coin proves that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest fortunes. So, keep your eyes open, your heart hopeful, and your mind ready, because your next coin could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth and everlasting legacy. The third up. Sometimes, the greatest treasures in life come disguised in the simplest forms. The 1979 D Washington quarter dollar is one of those silent treasures, a coin so ordinary in appearance that most people spend it without ever realizing its hidden value. Minted in Denver during a time of growing modern mint technology, this coin carries a mysterious blend of rarity and beauty. Many collectors now believe that certain 1979 D quarters, under perfect mint condition or with rare minting errors, could be worth millions of dollars today. And if you happen to hold one of these gems, you might just be holding a fortune capable of changing your destiny overnight. The story of the 1979 D Washington quarter is not just about metal. It's about history, craftsmanship, and the unexpected turns of luck. The late 1970s marked an era when America's coinage was transitioning into new compositions and sharper minting techniques. Yet, within this modern precision, a few mistakes occurred, errors that would one day create legends. Some 1979 D quarters were struck slightly off-center, others with double dies that created ghost-like images, and a few on wrong planchets, giving them a value beyond imagination. These rare variations have become the jewels of coin collectors, making the 1979 D quarter one of the most talked about coins among treasure hunters. What gives the 1979 D quarter its mesmerizing appeal is how easily it blends into everyday life. You could find it tucked in an old coin jar, lie in your dresser, or hidden in a forgotten wallet. Yet within that ordinary appearance lies potential worth millions of dollars. Coins with perfect strikes, where every detail of George Washington's face and the eagle's wings gleams flawlessly, are among the most sought after. When graded by professional agencies as MS-68 or higher, these coins reach astronomical prices in the collector's market. The sharper the detail, the higher the value, sometimes even rivaling the price of luxury cars or houses. Let's not forget the symbolism behind this iconic design. The obverse of the coin proudly bears a portrait of George Washington, the founding father of the nation, facing forward with dignity and purpose. The reverse showcases a majestic bald eagle, America's symbol of strength and freedom, spreading its wings over a bundle of arrows. Together, they represent courage and endurance, qualities that reflect the very essence of American spirit. Owning a 1979 D quarter is like holding a small but powerful piece of that legacy, a reminder that greatness often hides in plain sight. Some collectors have reported that 1979 D quarters with special luster or toning, colors naturally developed over decades, can dramatically increase in value. That natural rainbow sheen, caused by environmental reactions, gives the coin a one-of-a-kind beauty. And when you pair that with a flawless strike and strong mint mark D, the result is a breathtaking rarity that investors are willing to pay any price for. In today's market, a perfect or unique 1979 D Washington quarter could fetch values from hundreds of thousands to even millions, depending on its uniqueness and preservation. The Denver Mint, known for precision and power, produced millions of quarters that year. But hidden within those millions were only a few that turned out to be the chosen ones. Whether it was a tiny die crack, a double strike, or a misaligned minting press, each imperfection created a masterpiece. And those masterpieces now live in collections, museums, and safes are those lucky enough to find them. Yet many are still undiscovered, resting quietly in drawers or being passed unknowingly in chain from one hand to another. That's what makes the 1979 D quarter such a thrilling mystery. Its fortune could still be out there, waiting for someone like you to uncover it. In today's coin world, the value of the 1979 D Washington quarter has skyrocketed, not just because of rarity, but because of passion. Collectors from around the world hunt tirelessly for the most flawless, untouched specimens. Auction houses have witnessed bidding wars where prices soared into 6 or even 7 figures. The fascination isn't just about the metal. It's about history, nostalgia, and the magic of chance. Imagine being the person who finds a pristine 1979 D coin that no one knew existed in such perfect form. That's not just luck, that's destiny in motion. So, what should you do if you have one of these coins? First, never rush to sell it for small money. Have it evaluated, graded, and handled by professionals who understand its real worth. Because the difference between a common coin and a life-changing treasure often lies in the smallest details. The shine, the mint mark, the strike. And who knows? The coin you once thought was just another quarter could hold the power to make you a millionaire or even a billionaire overnight. The 1979 D Washington quarter is more than a coin. It's a symbol of hidden potential. It teaches us that value doesn't always come in flashy forms. Sometimes, it hides quietly in our pockets, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. So before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. It might just be the key to your fortune. Because the day you discover that one perfect 1979 D quarter is a day your life could change forever. A coin worth 25 cents might just carry the power to rewrite your destiny, proving once again that true treasures are not found. They are recognized. The fourth up. In the vast ocean of American coinage, some treasures hide in plain sight, quietly resting in drawers, old boxes, or even your spare change. One such silent legend is the 1971 Washington quarter, a coin that many people have handled but few have truly understood. At first glance, it's just a simple 25-cent piece with the face of George Washington. But beneath that ordinary surface lies the possibility of unimaginable wealth. Certain rare versions and flawless mint state examples of the 1971 quarter have the power to turn a few cents into millions of dollars. Imagine that. A coin you might have overlooked your whole life could hold a fortune that changes everything overnight. The 1971 quarter tells a story of transition and craftsmanship. By the early 1970s, the United States Mint had already shifted from the silver-based coins of the 1960s to a copper-nickel composition, creating a new generation of modern currency. But with this change came subtle minting anomalies and striking variations that would later make some coins extraordinary. The Washington portrait on the obverse and the proud eagle on the reverse became symbols of continuity during a time of change in America. Yet, a few of these quarters came out with rare die errors, strong strikes, and mirror-like finishes. Tiny miracles born from imperfection that now command unbelievable prices among collectors. The real magic of the 1971 quarter lies in its condition and minting quality. Most circulated coins from that year show wear and tear, dullness, and scratches. But few preserved in pristine, untouched mint state, especially those graded at MS-68 or higher, are like frozen time capsules from half a century ago. Their sharp details, blazing luster, and untouched surfaces make them incredibly valuable. Some collectors have compared the brilliance of a perfect 1971 quarter to a diamond under light. It gleams with history, precision, and the quiet promise of fortune. In today's passionate collector's market, such coins can easily reach the $1 million mark or more, depending on their rarity and perfection. The eagle on the back of the 1971 quarter symbolizes strength and freedom. But for collectors, it also symbolizes hope and opportunity. In some extremely rare cases, coins were struck on the wrong planchet or double struck, creating fascinating errors that became priceless over time. These errors were never meant to exist. They were born from chance, from the delicate dance of machinery and human oversight. And that's what makes them magical. To own such a coin is to own a piece of American history, something unique that will never be replicated again. Every coin collector dreams of the perfect strike, and the 1971 quarter offers exactly that in rare instances. The Denver Mint marked with a D and the Philadelphia Mint no mint mark both produce millions that year, but only a handful came out flawless. Those with deep mirror-proof-like surfaces, crisp details on Washington's hair, and clean, full features on the Eagle have reached auction prices that sound almost unreal. It's not just a coin. It's a time capsule, a piece of metal that connects us to an era long gone yet still alive in the shine of its surface. What makes the 1971 quarter so fascinating is its mix of simplicity and power. It was made for the people, for everyday transactions, coffee, groceries, and gas. Yet, decades later, that same everyday coin has transformed into a collector's dream worth millions. It's poetic how something created for the ordinary has become extraordinary. If you ever come across a 1971 quarter with that crisp, untouched luster or signs of a rare error, don't ignore it, because you could be looking at a piece of history that can rewrite your financial future. Collectors often describe the thrill of finding a rare 1971 quarter as electric. Imagine holding one in your hand, realizing it's not just worth 25 cents. It could be your ticket to freedom. These coins are symbols of patience, discovery, and destiny. They remind us that fortune doesn't always come from gold or diamonds. It sometimes hides in small, overlooked things that life throws our way. And when such a coin surfaces, the world takes notice. Auction houses light up, bidding wars ignite, and a humble quarter becomes a centerpiece of numismatic history. But remember, value is not just about rarity. It's about preservation. Coins kept safe from circulation, untouched by human hands, hold their brilliance and detail like a frozen moment in time. A 1971 quarter with perfect luster, no scratches, and razor-sharp details could fetch hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on the demand. And that demand only grows stronger as time passes. So, before you spend or trade your old quarters, take a closer look. You might be sitting on a silent treasure capable of turning your life upside down in the best possible way. The fifth up, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're uncovering a silent gem from American history, the 1995 P. Washington quarter, a coin that most people have touched, spent, and forgotten, yet its true worth remains hidden from the public eye. On the surface, it looks like any other quarter, shining with George Washington's proud profile and the mighty eagle on the back. But behind that familiar design lies a story of mystery, minting perfection and unimaginable fortune. Yes, some rare 1995 quarters from the Philadelphia Mint have been valued in the millions, especially when found in flawless, untouched, or error conditions that defy explanation. This is not just a coin. It's a ticket to destiny. The year 1995 marked a period of transformation in American coinage. Technology in minting had improved dramatically, yet the charm of traditional craftsmanship still lingered. The Philadelphia Mint, represented by the small P mint mark, struck millions of Washington quarters that year, but only a few emerged as masterpieces. These extraordinary pieces carried perfection in every detail: razor-sharp edges, deep luster, and pristine mirror-like surfaces. Some even displayed unique minting anomalies, like double-die strikes or slightly off-centered images, which later became priceless treasures for collectors. These rare imperfections, born by accident, transformed an ordinary 25-cent piece into an object of immense fascination and wealth. Now, imagine this. You're looking through your spare change, and suddenly you notice something unusual, a quarter that gleams differently under the light, a coin that feels heavier, more defined, more alive. That could be your 1995 P. Washington quarter, waiting to change your life forever. While most circulated coins from that year have faded luster, and where those few preserved in perfect mint state condition, graded MS 68 or higher, can fetch staggering prices at auctions. These coins are living proof that true perfection, when preserved against time, becomes a legend worth millions. Every mark, every curve, every letter on the 1995 quarter tells a story. The portrait of George Washington on the obverse stands not only as a symbol of leadership, but also as a testament to America's enduring spirit. On the reverse, the eagle spreads its wings, embodying freedom, power, and pride. Yet hidden within this symbol lies potential for life-changing fortune. Some rare 1995 quarters feature striking details, so crisp that they almost look sculpted by hand. These coins are not just currency. They're historical artwork sealed in metal, a blend of American legacy and minting precision. What makes the 1995p quarter so valuable today is not just its age, but its rarity and perfection. Finding one with flawless surfaces, full mint brilliance, and undamaged feels is like uncovering buried treasure. A handful of collectors have reported owning 1995 quarters so pristine that they reflect like mirrors. These examples often sell for jaw-dropping amounts. And when you factor in a growing interest in mint errors, a single coin with an unusual strike or planchet flaw could skyrocket in value beyond imagination. Some of these coins, once overlooked in circulation, now rest in private collections worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. Think about it. A coin meant for everyday use, something made to buy a soda or a snack, could today buy you a mansion, a luxury car, or even set you up for life. That's the incredible reality of the 1995 Washington quarter. It's a reminder that fortune doesn't always come from the expected places. Sometimes it hides in your wallet, your drawer, or your childhood coin jar. And when it reveals itself, it changes everything. This coin isn't just a collector's dream. It's a symbol of hope for every ordinary person who believes in unexpected miracles. Collectors across America call the 1995 quarter the quiet sleeper, a coin that went unnoticed for decades until numismatists began uncovering its rare variations. Some specimens were struck with full, deep steps on the eagle's wings, while others showed stunning proof-like qualities, even though they weren't intended as proofs. These small differences, invisible to the untrained eye, are what separate an average coin from a millionaire's treasure. The passion of collectors and the limited number of perfect condition quarters have driven prices higher every year, turning this 1995p beauty into a modern legend in the coin world. But what truly makes this coin magical isn't just its potential value, it's the story it carries. Each 1995 quarter is a whisper from the past, a symbol of the American promise that greatness can come from humble beginnings. It's a tangible piece of history that connects the everyday citizen with the craftsmanship of the mint and the legacy of the nation. When you hold it in your palm, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a story of precision, patience, and possibility. And if you're lucky enough to have one in perfect condition or with a rare minting error, you're holding a treasure powerful enough to change your destiny overnight. So before you spend that old 1995 quarter or toss aside, take a closer look. Turn it under the light. Check for that tiny P mint mark. Feel its weight, its shine, its energy. You never know. That coin might be your golden ticket to a fortune. Many fortunes have been discovered in the most unexpected places, and yours might just be waiting in the form of this 25-cent miracle. Remember, in the world of rare coins, it's not just about money. It's about discovery, history, and the thrill of knowing that something so small can hold the power to change your life forever.